My wife borrowed my gold credit card to make a $5,000 online payment. A few days later, everything began to unravel. It was a Thursday morning when she asked for the card. Her voice was soft, casual, almost rehearsed. "It's just for a furniture order," she said, brushing a stray hair behind her ear. "The new couch I showed you last week. It's on sale." I nodded, distracted by an upcoming meeting. We'd been married 7 years. Trust had become automatic, like breathing. I handed over the card and kissed her forehead. "Don't go too wild," I joked. She laughed and left for her yoga class. Or at least that's what she told me. I didn't think much of it at the time. Life had fallen into a pattern. Work, dinner, weekends, minor arguments, small reconciliations. The quiet predictability of a long marriage. Maybe too quiet. 3 days later, I got a text alert from the bank. A charge from a luxury hotel in Miami. Not a furniture store. Not even local. I called her immediately. "Hey, did you make a booking at the Collins Bay Hotel in Miami?" I asked. There was a pause. Too long. "Oh, that must be a mistake," she said. "Maybe the store ran the payment through their head office or something. I'll check." Her voice cracked on the last word. That night, I checked the statement more closely. Alongside the hotel charge was a transaction at a high-end jewelry store, $2,700, and another at a boutique clothing shop. All in Miami. All within a 48-hour window. She was asleep when I confronted the receipts. Peaceful, lips slightly parted, like someone with nothing to hide. But I couldn't sleep. I lay there, staring at the ceiling, letting possibilities throb like a pulse in my temples. The next morning, I asked her again. "Are you sure there wasn't a mistake with the card?" She shrugged. "I'll call the bank." But she never did. Instead, that evening, while she was in the shower, I did something I'd never done before. I checked her phone. I didn't need to dig deep. The texts were there, recent, unsentimental. His name was Carter. A string of messages read like something from a romance novel. "Counting the days till I see you again. Last weekend was magic. I still have your shirt. It smells like you." My stomach turned. I stared at her phone until the screen dimmed. Then I stared at the wall. I didn't confront her right away. I couldn't. I needed to understand what was happening, to hold the threads of my life together long enough to examine them. I scrolled further. Photos. A beach view. A room with white sheets. A mirror selfie. Her in red lingerie I'd never seen before. For the first time in our marriage, I saw her from the outside. Like a stranger. The next evening, she set 2 plates at the table, as if nothing had changed. The smell of baked salmon filled the room. She wore the same perfume she'd worn on our first date. I watched her. Every movement seemed deliberate. But I said nothing. I wanted her to be the one to break. After dinner, she cleared the plates and turned to me with that same casual tone. "I was thinking we could take a trip soon. Maybe somewhere warm." I looked at her. Really looked. And I realized she still loved me. Or at least wanted to. But there was guilt buried beneath her eyes. Not enough to confess. Just enough to make her overcompensate. "I know about Miami," I said. She froze. The silence felt like a third person entering the room, dragging all her secrets with them. "I saw the charges," I continued. "I saw the messages." She sat down slowly, her face pale. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she whispered. That was the most honest thing she said all night. I asked her why. She didn't answer at first. Just tears. Then broken sentences. I felt invisible. Like I was fading. He noticed me. Made me feel new. I listened. Numb. Hollow. Angry. She didn't beg. She didn't blame me. Maybe that hurt most of all. How quietly she surrendered. Over the next few weeks, we tried to go through the motions. Therapy. Conversations. We even went to dinner a few times. But I couldn't unsee the hotel receipt. The texts. Her lipstick in that mirror selfie, puckered for someone else. Eventually she moved out. Said she needed space to think. I let her go. There was no dramatic ending. No shouting. Just two people who had quietly drifted too far. And one who had already landed on another shore. I kept the gold card. Cancelled the joint accounts. I donated the salmon dish set. Threw away the red wine glasses we bought in Italy. I changed the locks. I changed my routine. But the worst part? I still check my bank alerts out of habit. Every time I see a charge I don't recognize, my heart skips. Not because I'm afraid of theft, but because I remember what betrayal looks like. And how it doesn't always knock on your door. Sometimes it just asks politely to borrow your card.